The village of Fishguard, a beautiful and handcrafted settlement in Bettany by mod author Dodd Wayton. And here we are, on the outside looking in on the village of Fishguard. Even from a distance, from the outside looking in, this is a breathtakingly scenic little village. We can see a few guard NPCs on the watchtowers of the wall, and some banners hanging at the entrance of the settlement. Let's start walking through the open gate and do a little tour. And then we'll also check out some of the interiors of some of the buildings. We'll start by going to the left here. Cross this bridge into a little farm area. And immediately what you'll notice is a lot of these really tiny, nice details. Like this bird perched on the bridge here, some of these barrels and boxes. And each one of these things have to be placed individually by the mod author. So this type of mod takes a ton of work. We see a little stable here and some horses and some more farming areas over there. This might be a guard tower of some sort. But of course, the most beautiful thing about this mod is the body of water that the town is surrounding. I mean, this really is just the crown jewel here. It's beautiful. It makes such a scenic and incredible view. We'll head back this way. We got some boats also docked. I love that. And let's check this little farm area. Some more buildings, some cows I see. There's so many really nice tiny little details. Over the fence we have a well, some NPCs walking around, and something else you'll notice, the topography is really pretty. We have these little hills, and this is not something that is seen in Daggerfall because this requires a mod to have this type of topography. So it's really cool that we have that available to us now. And let's head back to the entrance. We see some rocks, some other nice tiny little details. I also really like what they did with the wall here with these large spiked wooden sections. And some other nice, banners hanging from walls, maybe designating some importance for this building. More horses and wells. And we have another entrance here. Some also cool little signs. I mean, this place is filled with tiny details. As we head up the stairs, we have a little bit of a marketplace here, it looks like. All these NPCs can be interacted with. I'll show that off a little bit later. But yeah, another nice little dock here, some boats, and another awesome scene. Let's head up these little dock here. And we have a lot of other nice little tiny details. We got nets and plants. We can interact with this little sign here, Fishguard. And it looks like we have a little cellar here, or maybe it is a shrine that the village can pray to. Little market square here. We got a fountain in the middle and a general goods store. I like these little almost celebratory looking, I don't even know what to call these actually. Very cool though, pretty. I really just love the design of this city is very cool. We have this sort of verticality to it, this sort of sense of it being a dock and surrounding this beautiful water here. Some tables and chairs around here. Let's head across the bridge. And we have more nice banners with the fish on them. I'm sure this is a fishing village here. Come across here, we can see some destroyed buildings of what might have been homes. We'll head back to this place later. We'll return to it. There's something cool over there that I want to show. But let's head up the stairs here. And another bannered, maybe important building here. And this gentleman might be the leader of the village. He looks important. And like I was saying earlier, this verticality, it gives you so many nice scenic vantage points. And, it's just, it looks amazing. Another fountain here. But we'll head back down, and what's over here? Oh, maybe a little homeless spot here. I actually missed this on my first time checking out the village, so that's very cool. And if we head this way, we'll be heading towards the inn. But real quick, I'll show off this entrance as well. We have a little bench there. Alright, so we have the inn right here, we have a sign outside, and let's take a look at one of the interiors. So just like the outside of the village, the inside of these buildings are beautiful as well. This place is filled with nice little details. We got an organ, we got paintings, a lot of NPCs here hanging out. And this is a pretty big looking inn. I think it has a downstairs, or let's check real quick. It has an upstairs, yeah. Very cool. We have the innkeeper and a waitress behind the counter here. You know, what's really cool about this inn, I gotta say, is it was built with some sort of practicality to it. I'm not used to seeing a little kitchen section with pans and cups and all sort of storage here. That you won't see in most the vanilla Daggerfall inns. Very cool. Let's head back out. And let's check out some other interiors. There was an important looking building up here that we could check out real quick. And there's a view of the ocean there. We can see some boats in the distance. Voice calls out, you may enter. Let's see. So we have some cool rugs. Lots of nice details here. I mean, this feels like a lived-in space right here. Very cool. And so the mod author, you know, not only is this a beautiful, you know, design on the outside, but they put the work in to, you know, make these spaces feel lived in as well. Let's head back this way. One more look. Let's see, I'm not sure we can climb these. Would have to actually have a climbing check. I don't think my character climbs too well. And from this point, I'll show you guys how to get to the dungeon. So from the inn, you can head this way. Cross the bridge here. And down here, you'll find some broken buildings or destroyed homes. In one of them right here, you'll see the entrance to a dungeon. Already a very cool vibe. I love how the mod author thought to also include a dungeon that's just such, you know, that's going so above what the mod you would even think, you know, would do. It's already so much to create a full village like this with interiors. Now we also have a dungeon included. And I'm not going to show off the whole thing. I wouldn't want to spoil that for everyone, but it is very cool. It used a certain interior that I don't often see in the vanilla game here. So this part is a full dungeon, and it has this sort of cave-like interior, which I love. We see that in Privateer's Hold a little bit. That's the tutorial dungeon, but it's not used in that many places. If I check this section real quick, I can show you. You know, this design is not how most Daggerfall dungeons are made. You know, these sort of support beams. It looks like this might have been a mining section for the village that is now completely abandoned and overrun with all sorts of creatures. I mean, just look at some of these designs, though. You know, this like marbled section here. We don't see this sort of detail in a lot of vanilla Daggerfall dungeons. This one as well. The blue light from these lanterns up there. All sorts of tents from maybe miners that don't work here anymore. So very, very cool. Let's head back out, though. I don't want to spoil too much of the dungeon. There's one more section I want to show. Across from this inn here, you'll see a little sort of destroyed, or maybe it was a temple. Also behind the inn here, we have a nice little, I don't even know what to call this. Another section of the inn that is outside. Some very cool looking NPCs here. But across from the inn, we have a little, maybe religious site, or maybe it is a burial ground for this village. It's a little bit broken down over here, but it's also a nice little addition. It makes your imagination wander. When I first saw this, I was thinking this must be where the dungeon was located. But no, it's just a nice little interesting touch that the mod author put in here. Inside we see some bones. I do wonder if this is just a little graveyard, a little burial ground, or religious structure for the group here. I'm back at the little marketplace here, and I want to show you guys that these NPCs can be interacted with, and you can speak to them about things, ask the sort of questions you could ask other NPCs, current events, where am I? I'm in Fishguard in Bettany. And up here, we can enter the general goods store. Let's take a look at what that is like. So you can shop here like you would any other shop. It's all functional. And you can repair items. Interesting. That's a cool little touch. And sell. Very cool. I don't think these other buildings are also shops. No, I don't think so. But every interior has this sort of detail. I mean, it's just an incredible, incredible effort by this mod author. Very cool. And that concludes our Fishguard Village mod showcase video. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. This type of mod takes a ton of work, and the end result is incredible. It's a beautiful, beautiful mod. The exteriors, the interiors, some of the views, the scenic moments. It's just an incredible mod, an incredible effort, and an incredible end result. If you do decide to install this mod, I hope you'll all give that mod author an endorsement. And as always, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate everyone that tunes into my videos, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.